for her statement. And I now give the floor to the representative of the Russian Federation.
Thank you, Mr. President. We wish to thank Tor Venezuelan for the comprehensive briefing on the situation in Middle East settlement. We listened attentively to the statement delivered by Madam Arrow. It is symbolic that today's meeting takes place in the wake of the International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people. It is with alarm that we have been observing stagnation in Middle East settlement with the unresolved nature of its central problem, the Palestinian problem, which has spawned a festering hotbed of instability for the entire Middle East. Unfortunately, it behooves us to note that tensions around the West Bank of the Jordan River and the Gaza Strip have gone on unabated. There are persistent, looming risks of full-fledged military hostilities like the military escalation which we witnessed last May. In this context, the international community is faced with a pressing, overarching objective to provide for stabilization and deliver humanitarian assistance to the Palestinian people, as well as to create conditions for the resumption of the Palestinian-Israeli settlement process on the universally recognized international legal basis. We believe it is important to pursue efforts to shore up international consensus for the coordination of concerted action in favor of a fair solution to the Palestinian problem. In this context, we value the outcomes of the ministerial meeting of the Ad Hoc Liaison Committee in Oslo. We note Norway's contribution in preparing for this event, which demonstrated that the international community has not turned its attention away from Middle East settlement. On the margins of the committee, the first in several years, in-person meeting of the Middle East Quartet members was held. The Middle East Quartet is the sole internationally recognized mechanism to facilitate Palestinian-Israeli settlement. Subsequent to the meeting, a statement was adopted in support of efforts for the advancement of Middle East settlement. We intend to continue to strive to activize the efforts of the Quartet, and we call upon our colleagues in the Quartet to examine our well-known initiatives, including the conduct of a ministerial meeting, as well as consultations in an expanded format with the participation of regional states. At the same time, we trust that the international community will lend support to these initiatives. For our part, we are continuing to cooperate with all parties and international and regional stakeholders. On 23 November in Sochi, a meeting took place between President Putin and President Abbas, during which we reaffirmed our principled position on Middle East settlement in favor of a two-state solution within the framework of the established international parameters. The Palestinian side also reaffirmed a willingness to engage in dialogue on the well-known universally acknowledged basis. Unfortunately, against this backdrop, there are ongoing, dangerously consequential, illegal, unilateral actions. The seizure and demolition of Palestinian property, the construction of settlements, arbitrary arrests and detentions, and the violations of the status of the holy sites. We were deeply concerned by Israeli announcement of plans to expand settlement activity on the west bank of the Jordan River and East Jerusalem in Givat Hamatos. The ongoing construction of settlements and plans to double the Israeli population residing in the Jordan River Valley by 2026 can be viewed as a de facto annexation of the majority of the occupied Palestinian territory. Mr. President, we attach tremendous significance to the comprehensive humanitarian assistance to individuals in need on the west bank of the Jordan River and of the Gaza Strip, as well as assistance to Palestinian refugees in neighboring Arab countries. Against this backdrop, we are very much troubled by reports about the ongoing financial difficulties of UNRWA. UNRWA's activities are not only humanitarian but also political in nature, insofar as these activities have a tangible stabilizing effect on Palestinian territories and Middle East countries. The leadership of UNRWA is striving to boost effectiveness and curb costs which should be duly appraised. Russia will continue to support the agency, and we call upon the international community to do so as well. Thank you for your attention.
I thank the representative of the Russian Federation for his